Hello and welcome. I'm Pallavi Ahluwalia, Managing Attorney at Ahluwalia Law Offices, based out of our main office in Dallas, Texas. We're here today to discuss an expected update from the Department of Homeland Security, and this is about TPS or Temporary Protected Status. And right now we're talking about the country of Nepal. The change, whether it is going to be to extend it or to terminate it, but this will impact a lot of Nepali nationals who have relied on TPS since 2015 when there was an earthquake in Nepal, and which is what led the government at that point to announce the TPS or temporary protected status. We wanted to make sure that you understand what this means and what your options are moving forward. Joining me is Sara Alvey, who manages our front desk and hears firsthand the concerns of our clients. She'll be walking me through some of the most common questions we've been receiving.
Thank you, Pallavi. Let's start at the beginning. What is TPS and why was it initially granted to Nepali nationals?
TPS is a form of humanitarian protection that is granted to nationals of countries that are experiencing extraordinary conditions such as war or natural disasters that make it unsafe to return. Nepal had received TPS after a massive earthquake in 2015 that left many homeless and devastated their vital infrastructure. This designation allowed Nepali nationals already in the US to remain here lawfully and obtain work authorization.
And now TPS for Nepal is ending. What exactly did DHS announce through the website through USCIS?
Well, DHS has the same announcement that it is. We haven't heard yet, but I know that we're about to hear some news because as it's slated, TPS ends on June 24th of 2025. The formal notice that was published and a 12-month delayed effective date has been provided that prepared everyone for a smooth transition. So this means that Nepali TPS holders have right to find another form of relief or prepare for departure.
People are worried about losing their ability to work. Will their work permits expire before that date? What will they do?
Not if they are invalid TPS status. Employment authorization for TPS holders are, like we said, extended till June 24, 25. And we have to wait for this notice to come as to what happens, whether it's terminated or it is extended.
So Nepali TPS holders will have other options, possibly?
Yeah, there are a few possible paths, and you know that you're part of my Zoom calls with clients and that we go over their options. We have them jump around. We've been expecting this for a little while, and we've been warning all our Nepali clients to get on different statuses that have been H1s, F1s, H4s, other statuses that would not have them rely on the TPS. But their other options, of course, also are family-based green cards, right? And those should have been those that allow them to gain their adjustment of status almost immediately. Asylum, if there is a valid fear of return back to the home country. And again, every case is unique, so it definitely does require someone to obtain people who are impacted to obtain opinions from immigration attorneys, and whoever your immigration attorney is at this point, please do reach out and plan for it. Again, I think we've been saying this individually to a lot of people, but this is the first time we're actually recording something that we can tell people now. If it happens that we do get it extended, at least the issue is averted for a little while. But if it does get extended and it's averted, I would tell people to get your background that is built and just make sure that you are able to stay on just in case this were to be pulled out the next time around. But if it gets pulled out tomorrow, then yes, it's going to be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah. And what will be the risk if someone should stay past June 24th, 2025, should it get extended?
It's leading people to unlawful presence, which is going to trigger bars to future immigration benefits and make people subject to deportation proceedings. And if you hadn't planned for this so far, then it's going to be a little bit tough to do that at immediate short notice, right? But again, hopefully all of you have been able to avoid this and you're waiting. You have other things that are cooking for you that allows you to be here.
Is there any way possible to appeal a decision if your TPS is terminated for Nepal?
This is an administrative decision by the Department of Homeland Security based on country conditions. While prior court cases delayed terminations for other countries, this final notice reflects the DHS's judgment that Nepal has recovered sufficiently from the 2015 earthquake if they were to terminate it. However, individuals, again, may still qualify for other legal relief. So termination may not mean that you're out of options completely, and a lot of Nepali citizens that we've talked to have had dual options, like they are students as well as TPS holders. So hopefully they'll be able to seamlessly revert into going into their student statuses. And if they have not been, right, then we want people who had H-1B options to quickly apply for H-1Bs before this termination. But it's been hard to convince people who've had this benefit for the last 10 years to say that this may actually get over, or there's a chance that it gets over as likely as other countries have experienced the termination.
And what should a TPS recipient do right now, today, or tomorrow?
Schedule a consultation with an immigration lawyer. And even if it means that they have to go back to their home countries for a bit, but come back on a different status as long as they can, they may have to make that their plan if they had nothing else that was built up for them. They should also collect and organize all their documents, right? And most of everything, stay informed. Follow trusted updates from USCIS, DHS, and your attorney. And this is something that we want to say to everyone, that be aware. Don't be caught up with being under a rock. We see some people come into us ages after some announcement is made saying, oh, I'd never acted on it. I did not know anything about it. So it's something to be aware of. Now, thanks, Sarah, for jumping onto this. I'm going to be going on to my radio show, and hopefully we'll have questions to answer on Radio Caravan just now. That if TPS terminates, it's a serious development. And if anyone needs help navigating their best plan, then they should set up an appointment with their attorney, and to be able to get that going in the most timely manner. All the best, and we look forward to being back again with these small little videos that can help the communities stay informed on immigration matters.